Hello everyone, I'm Santiago and today I'm gonna be testing Dark Souls 3 on the GeForce GTX 1050 Ti. For FPS monitoring, I'll be using CAM. If you want to learn how to use it, click on the top right corner of the video where the CAM logo is, or check the description below if you want to learn more. So Dark Souls 3, I'll do 1080p, 900p and 720p. To skip any of those sections of the video, check the description below. So I also tried 1440p, but the game for some reason wasn't displaying the resolution properly. I mean, I could see more jaggies on 1440p than on 1080p and the performance was almost the same. So I suspect that after an update, DSR was no longer an option, I guess. It looked kinda worse and it performed almost the same, so it made no sense to me. So I prefer to test 1080p, 900p and 720p. If you manage to get it past 1440p, you'll probably get 30 FPS on high settings, so keep that in mind. But let's start with the video. So right now I'm just showing you the performance difference between presets, and something that is very interesting, the presets don't do really much to the frame rate. I only saw a very small difference between graphics quality between presets. Some of the most notable ones are the ones of shadow quality, anti-aliasing, a little SSAO, and the reflection quality. Reflection quality at the minimum, straight out no reflections, but it doesn't affect the frame rate that much. That's why it's so interesting in my opinion. So I managed to get the best quality performance. It's a mix between medium and high for the most part. On 1080p you cannot hit 60 FPS constant. At low settings you can get very close to that, but it's not really that much possible since the game still drops below 60. The same happens on 900p and 720p. On 720p it's much more stable in comparison, but you still get drops below 60 even if we have enough GPU horsepower, so keep that in mind. You might want to play with those presets that I show you, a mix between medium and high across all resolutions, and you get a lot of times very close to 60 FPS or 60 FPS constant on some maps. Like at the beginning I'm showing you that the performance is below 60, but you don't drop below 50 FPS that much. I mean, you're around 48 at the minimum. So in my opinion it's very smooth. It's much better than 30 FPS locked, in my personal opinion. If you don't like what you see, just use Rivatana and cap the frame rate at 40 or 50, and you have a much smoother experience in comparison to, I don't know, 30 FPS V-synced. You have way less latency. But yeah guys, the game is playable. I really enjoyed it a lot. I'm sorry I didn't test the swamps or something like that. I didn't have the time to get to that area since my save file just disappeared. It seems that it wasn't saved to the cloud. This game doesn't have a cloud save option, unfortunately, so I couldn't test that since I don't have the time to get to that level right now. I'm very busy with other games, but this is a good reference on how the game will perform overall. Most of the time will be around 50 FPS, on some maps around 60. Anyway guys, that's pretty much it. I hope you keep enjoying the video. Thanks for watching and see you next time.